Our Father, who art in Zion. Father God, please look down right now if you're not too busy and pay attention to Shenseea's birthday party which she recently had in Jamaica, and Shenseea's outfit to be specific. Shenseea had the whole of the buff that you gave her, Father God, sticking out in the front, exposed to the world for the world to see. Jaja God. Listen, welcome back to SouFLoTV again, everybody. It is your host with the most. This is our dancehall commentary. If you're not a person who is into dancehall music, then exit stage left right now. I can't promise you I will be cursing or won't be cursing any bad words, but I'll do my best to make sure that I don't use any. This should be an interesting ride. Stick around for a few minutes. Shenseea's birthday party and her outfit is leading the way of this discussion. Of course, we will also talk about Vybz Kartel, and we will talk about dancehall can't stall, and we will talk about Mavado, and we will talk about Alkaline as it relates to this, among other artists. Let the talking begin. Shenseea, in a little red piece of something there for her outfit. So first of all, Shenseea posted to social media, and it said that she was hearing rumors that her country, Jamaica, wasn't supporting her anymore, because as you know, Shenseea has been on her international thing. Her dream or her aspirations for herself is to become an international star, kind of like a Rihanna or like a Nicki Minaj. As you can see the correlation, they are all Caribbean girls who have made it big on the international market. Nicki Minaj, being from Trinidad, is worth hundreds of millions of US dollars. And the other one, Rihanna, from Barbados, is actually on the billionaires list. As a matter of fact, she was listed as the youngest self-made billionaire in the United States of America. Those are the dreams that Shenseea has for herself. And I'll tell you the truth, I think she can do it. And I've said before that she will be the one to do it for a number of factors or reasons that some people would argue with me about. For the fact that she looks the way she looks racially ambiguous, and that is usually loved and called marketability on the international market. The same reason why Bob Marley was able to transcend and get into certain doors that Peter Tosh could not. The same reason that Sean Paul became a household name internationally when other dancehall artists did not, and has been able to scale fences and bust down doors that others have not. I don't want to make it about a race thing, that's why I use the word looks, the way she looks. I don't know, saying that Jamaica for us though, it is out of many one people. So, you know, we're not really too in that thing there, but I saw it go up on the international market and when it comes to marketability. Now, bar none, and it can never be taken from her, she is super talented and nobody can argue with that. With that said, I know that me come to talk about. Me want to talk about the outfit what Shenseea did have on for our birthday. Shenseea said that she realized, or she heard rumors, and she had to come dead them rumors there. Needless to say, her birthday party was a smash. A lot of people turned out. It looked like a couple thousand people turned out there. Thousands of people, we should say then. And she had a ball. A whole heap of sing-along and all these things. But her little gimmity, glamity, you know, fatty, clumpy was all up and out. And I couldn't help but one side of me was saying, yes, I love it. This is raw, unapologetic dancehall. And then the other part of me was saying, why do all the women have to show up them pum pum and them body just to get a forward or to be considered entertaining when they are on the stage or to be considered sexy? Why? Because they have a lot of talent and the talent should speak for itself. But it turns out that we're living in these times and sex sells. So I guess if Shenseea wear the pum pum up front, then it will be a tantalizing night for everybody who is in the front row and for the viewers who will see it later on who did not attend the event. With that said, I left a comment for Shenseea, and the comment went something like this. Your country Jamaica still supports you. Majority of the people in Jamaica pray for your well-being and pray that you accomplish all the great things that you have set out for yourself on the international scene. However, Jamaica is known to have people who will cheer for you but pray bad prayer for you at the same time, because them not really like you and they don't want to see you succeed or to see you become successful, so they pray bad prayers for you, right? And those are the people who you see in the comment sections whenever Shenseea does a song that is not so much dancehall. You would see them in the comment section saying stuff like, me no know, this no make it, or me like Shenseea but me no like that song, it no sound good, or dancehall is what she should stick to and leave the Yankee something to the Yankee people them. Y'all know that we've seen many of these comments, right? This is why she said she heard that Jamaica wasn't holding her down or wasn't having her back anymore, and she had to come check it out for herself and see and silence that rumor. Well, I just saw it go. Y'all gonna have the ones them who don't want to see you do good, and you're gonna have those who want to see you do good. Just take Vybz Kartel for example. A lot of the same people them were praying for Vybz Kartel to stay in prison for the next 38 years. And then guess what? In bust off the case in their road now, and all the excitement is surrounding Vybz Kartel now, which we will talk about next. And even some of those same people, they now appear on social media. They can't say anymore, him fitanin there and dead, because guess what? He's out. So now they'll say stuff like, well, that don't look like him. I wonder if they cloned him. Or they will say stuff like, him need to put on social media and go take care of him health. Him look like him a go dead. Or they'll say stuff like, you know, they don't have anything positive to say, but you must remember, so the people them who don't have anything positive to say, that is their job. A hater's job is to hate. A supporter's job is to support. It's literally self-explanatory. A supporter's job is to support. A hater's job is to hate. So make the haters them hate, because them can't never stop anything. Big up yourself, Shenseea. And remember, say, you're out there in the world doing good things, and you definitely are representing Jamaica well. Go on, my girl, because I definitely believe that you can be or reach the heights that people like Rihanna and people like Nicki Minaj have reached. Now, Vybz Kartel release, and everybody disappears. We have to talk about this. When I say everybody disappears, I don't mean that they no longer exist as far as dancehall artists goes. I am talking about their presence on social media. Before Vybz Kartel was released, all the other artists them take up social media like they were bloggers and vloggers as well. They had a heavy presence on social media. All of them. And then, boom, the man beat him case, got out of prison, and now he's running the road, and it seems like social media is gone for most of them. It seems like Vybz Kartel stepped in the room and took the air out of the room. We predicted this. We predicted that this would happen. Now, if you go back and watch our old videos, I said, if Vybz Kartel was to bust off him case and come a road or forward a road now, why if it come there? If he was to bust off the case and forward a road now, what would happen is a lot of people would end up going into the quiet, meaning their bookings would dry up, meaning their demand fee would go down, meaning they would not be hot commodity, trending number one, all that anymore, because obviously, after 13 years behind bars, a lot of people are going to be excited to see Vybz Kartel. Not only are they going to be excited to see him as in supporters, but even the haters would be curious. Now, when it comes to the music thing, I predicted that only the people who are somehow aligned to Vybz Kartel would still be out there on the front page. You want me to explain how? Shenseea, Ludi. You just have play double six like Ludi. Alright. Then you have Idonia out there doing great things right now on tour out in the world. Of course, a lot of people want to know out of curiosity, Ja Vinci, Idonia, how come them not reach round Kartel yet? Kartel big concert is coming up at the end of the year. Are they going to be there? Did they mend the fences? Are they good to each other now, as in friends? I remember Idonia did an interview and he said he wanted Vybz Kartel to get out of prison and come a road. Him say, Vybz Kartel is not a good person though. And I'll never forget that interview. So me know say he not really good with them. He man not my friend, he man not no good person, but me want him come a road. And me say yeah, me can respect that still, cause prison not make for dog. So for you to be able to say that without saying yes, them fi lock him up or in them fi tan, right? This is somebody who has actual legitimate gripe with Vybz Kartel and still did not wish for him to be incarcerated. So I don't understand how some people who don't even know Kartel walked around for 13 years saying him fi tan in there, or in there him fi stay and dead. I've never understood that energy. Anyhow, the people who are going to be at the forefront of this music thing are the people who are aligned with Vybz Kartel. Whether it's you're going to be doing collaborations with him or Sean Storm or somebody else close to him like Lisa Hyper, or you're going to be working with him directly as in doing remixes or doing collaboration for new songs or getting ready to be on the stage for the December 31st to January 2025 morning. When one of those, and that's the only way you're going to get a little bit of air right now in this dancehall space, because it has totally been taken over by Vybz Kartel. Not only is he trending on YouTube, he is the #1 person also trending on TikTok, which is all the rave right now. He's the #1 person trending on all platforms right now. In other words, nobody know why hear nothing about you too much. I've seen artists drop projects quietly, and the projects did just that. Quietly. Yep. Now, let's talk about Mavado. Vybz Kartel was in a party the other night. And, you know, he did his thing, buy out the bar, send bottles to the thugs, them, and send bottles to the ladies. And everybody around him have a joyful time. But he paused in that moment of glory to say to the DJ them, how come I'm not hearing any Mavado in here? How come me not hear no David Brooks, which is Mavado's legal government name? And he requested on the microphone to hear Mavado's music played in the club while he's in the club. Now, a lot of us followed this from the Gully Gaza days and had picked our sides, and because he was in prison for 13 years and him and Mavado even went at it at some time during the 13 years, warring with each other. Remember, you know, remember good. We thought they are definitely enemies, so people draw them side, right? Well, to see him do that, the only other person I've seen do that was Bounty Killer and Beanie Man, which are now friends after being arch nemesis for years. The greatest clash out of Jamaica dancehall music is Bounty and Beanie, and then Mavado and Vybz Kartel. Don't argue with me. Don't argue with your mummer. That is what I said. So to see Vybz Kartel leading the charge for unity in dancehall and actually saying outright, David Brooks, and on another interview he said, oh, David Brooks, Mavado, I'm a brother that man. Wow. So people are starting to say now, well, maybe we can get a collaboration, one tune with Mavado and Vybz Kartel pan the one tune. I'm telling you the truth, I don't really want to see that yet. Because then them can't war again. And then the war thing I got done. It's not that I'm not pushing unity, it's that them can't war again and the war thing I got done. Them can't make song together and then war with each other. So we're gonna have to choose. Do we want that part to die or be shelved forever as we move into a new era of them making music together? But remember, if you're a person like me who love the clash culture, who love dancehall, and who love the warring part of dancehall, your answer would definitely be no, because some of the biggest tune them, the wickedest tune them, from both Mavado and from Vybz Kartel came out of them going back and forth with each other in a war and them answering, replying, dissing and replying each other. So me I go want that, at least some more of that before. See, it was interesting when Vybz Kartel was in prison and he had to hide, to record, to respond in a war. Me want to see what the war would have looked like now that he actually has a studio built in his house. Because Mavado is a free man. He can get to the studio whenever he feels like it. And I'm pretty sure that wherever Mavado's house is, that he has a studio built in there too. So this would be very interesting for dancehall. Leave in the comment section and tell me if you think I am correct. Imagine a war spark now. No, I'm not saying that we need a war now in dancehall. Because believe it or not, Vybz Kartel has done 100 things since he got released, but the man has only been released for a month and a half. And I know the month and a half feel like he's been out a road a year and a half already, because he's everywhere doing everything, right? And he's all over all the social medias. So with that said, I am concerned right now about his health, about him spending time with family. As you can see, he's been making up for lost time with his sons, or creating new memories with his sons specifically. Also, so his woman, building their relationship, as well as he's on the ground daily building momentum for this historic show that is about to happen December 31st, Freedom Street in Jamaica, where we will party through the night into the morning and bring in the new year 2025. If you miss it, it's to diss it. But if you miss it, it's to diss yourself. Because this historic event is going to be something to remember for all times. Now, with all that on his plate at the moment, I don't think now is the opportune time for a war. We wouldn't get the best. What I would want is we start off the New Year's with beer problems. Start off the New Year's, Mavado, Vybz Kartel. You know, one of the things I wish is that Mavado was able to come to Jamaica, or to forward into Jamaica at leisure without worrying about if him a go get arrested and sent go prisoner, if them a go haul or manacle him. But we know that that's what's waiting, and we know that that's the reason why he hasn't landed in Jamaica yet. See? But it would be such glorious for him to be able to do that. Remember I said this, I said Sting, for me, is not Sting anymore. You know, Sting still there, they do its thing, and I wish them all the best. But a true resurrection of Sting, the legendary Sting show, would consist of a Mavado and a Vybz Kartel, and run it back for part few of a clash. And that would draw a crowd that Sting has never seen except for way back in its glory days. Well, we don't know if that is all possible. But again, shout out to Vybz Kartel for actually letting everybody know that Mavado is his brother, and that when he's in the club, he also wants to hear Mavado's songs playing as well. I don't know too many dancehall artists that do that. Request other people's or their arch nemesis song and clear the air and make people know say I don't really enemy thing. Sad part is there are people out here who first thing they say is I beg Cartel, I beg a strength, or I look him a look company. Listen, Vybz Kartel is Vybz Kartel in this dancehall space. Greatest to ever do it. I don't think he needs to look company. Look good, no man. I think on the blind. The people who made that comment. Only not see. Eh? 13 years gone. People were given the place to run and them couldn't run it. Them couldn't run it. Imagine you step away from the throne, right? And you say, the baddest man go sit down on that throne there and you are king next. And nobody couldn't do it. And the throne was vacant until Vybz Kartel and DJ Azim Palmer walked out of that correctional facility and sat right back on that throne. Now listen, Alkaline is in here of this discussion, and we're going to end this video talking about Alka. You know, every time I did video reviews of Alkaline over the years, a lot of people would disrespect us. You know, like him long time because I can't tell you, say. Now, man, you know, we have never said anything bad about Alkaline. We have critiqued him from when he first forward into dancehall music and him used to stand up one place on the stage. Then him run up and down 2 times and scream off key. Then him couldn't really perform before a live stage. And we would say in our reviews that is a young artist, give him time to grow. Things will get better down the road, right? But him need to learn to use up the stage and, you know, balance him voice and sing out him song them and blah, blah, blah. People would have cuss we when we gave constructive criticism. Now, over the years, as Alkaline got better and morphed into the artist that he is today, and we've seen the journey, we've also said he has solidified his place in dancehall music, and that cannot be taken away as well. So let's talk about the Vendetta Boss now. For the longest, a lot of Alkaline fans thought with Vybz Kartel being in prison, the next person to step up and actually run the genre of dancehall would be Alkaline. Because him did a go on bad at one point. Whoosh, whoosh. One bag of gold medal pan me now. Champion boy, you know the damn thing go. Yeah, yeah. And then, boom. Me see somebody say his fall off should be studied. And you know, me I try to defend the brother, you know. So me say, him not really fall off, you know. I think Alka take a seat, kick back a little bit. And I say, him no need to kill up himself no more. Him just need to go and make him money and get rich and stay quiet. But you can't do that in dancehall music and then expect to be the man. You understand? You have to have a work ethic like a Vybz Kartel in order to come run dancehall music. So, it's either you are the man or you are not the man. Or you are doing things to become the man in dancehall music. Now, as far as Alkaline goes, I realize that of recent times, since Vybz Kartel's release, Alkaline has been trying to drop music more than before. Well, you had 13 years, bro, to drop music. And these are one of the things that I said that they were lacking. Not just Alka, but speaking of him specifically, the man should have dropped more music, more consistently, keeping his fans entertained on a consistent basis. None of Alkaline's fans are going to tell him the truth, that he has lost his flavor. You know, I want to hear them song there where did a lick before. The song them not really clap no more. Them just sound, I don't know. I don't know what to say if we say I lost him, lost it, or if we say nothing. But now that Vybz Kartel is out, it seems like Alkaline is inspired. Even though if you ask him if he is inspired by Vybz Kartel, he would probably tell you no. For whatever reason, when everybody can see that he is. But it's a good thing. Kartel is out. He is inspiring artists. So a lot of the artists them are now going to either fall all the way out of the business because there will be no space in it for them, since they will be pushed out due to their low productivity rate, or they will have to step up their game and start entertaining their fans more before somebody take away your fans them. Right? And that's the name of the game. So, if Alkaline is releasing more music now, because Kartel they are road now, then we welcome it. We welcome the more music. We welcome the more productivity. Right? Maybe him have a reason now for release songs. But here what? If, and I know, a lot of Alkaline fans are going to say, him in him own league and him fly way past this and Ghana that. He still hasn't reached the pinnacle like y'all thought he was going to reach. Yeah. For 13 years, enough of you used to beat your left hand and talk about time upon your left hand, and we will see, and all these things, and we have seen. We see Alka go from artist to show promoter, I guess you would say, and he did the New Rules concert quite a few times. He did it in Jamaica. He did it in Florida. He did it in New York. It was successful, and it looks like it grew bigger each time he did it, which is a good thing. This is why I'm saying he has solidified himself in dancehall music, and that angle right there, that's a business angle. Put on big show like them, the whole heap of money make, right? But how is it going for the music? How is it going for the competition within the music? A lot of people are going to say, well, maybe we should hear a Vybz Kartel and Alkaline tune sometime soon. Highly doubt it. I'm not saying it couldn't happen. I say highly doubt it. Highly doubt it because that's just not which part it is at right now. Honestly speaking, people like me would have rather hear a diss track and a man answer the diss track. Because that would have been more exciting right now for dancehall. I know some people are going to say, no, them thing that mash up dancehall, but it's not. It's not. Dancehall has always had that level of competition. No feels that dancehall is a pushover genre of music, you know. Dancehall is very fierce and very competitive. I think some people want dancehall to be reggae. Reggae is calm and relaxed, and we are here for the brotherhood and the sisterhood and the love of all mankind, and we hold hands and sing kumbaya to the beating of the kettle drum, and we love each other and we send out good vibes. That is reggae. And we collaborate with each other, and that's reggae. That's not dancehall. Dancehall music has always been fierce, competitive, unapologetic, brash, brawling. You understand? So, me calling for war in dancehall at the moment instead of peace when it comes to certain artists, that's just the dancehall in me. Come on, want to see the excitement. Take the thing back to a level again, and then later on now, you can tell your story them, and we can look back on those days, just like Bounty and Beanie. Bounty and Beanie didn't become friends overnight. They built a whole career, and each one's career fueled the other one. Bounty's career fueled Beanie's career. Beanie Man's career fueled Bounty Killer's career. And now that they have become legends and they are grown men, now they can look back and tell stories. Now they can do songs together. Now them can show up at each other birthday party and, bump fists and bun a spliff together and drink two juice and enjoy life on camera for all of us to see. But that unity was not forged overnight. You understand? That is where we at with the review this morning. Manners and respect to each and every one of you tuning in. Big up yourself. It's Dancehall Review with SouFLoTV. Wanna say, am I wrong or right? Answer these questions for me in the comment section, please. Would you like to see a collaboration between Mavado and Vybz Kartel, or would you like a war for kickoff starting in the New Year's time, sometime in a January around there, so with Mavado versus Vybz Kartel, and we get a series of back and forth tunes out of both of them? Also, where do you think Alkaline sits or stands in all of this? And then, of course, is it true when I say that ever since Vybz Kartel released, it's like a lot of the dancehall artists them have disappeared from social media or simmered down? Did he out their fire? And the last one is, did you see Shenseea's birthday event? Bigger than all that, did you see her outfit while she was performing on stage with the little tun up front? What do you think about that? I'll answer you as many comments as I can in the comment section below. Behave yourself, for I beat you with a belt buckle. I'm out. Peace.